Hi. uh, I've always started every episode with howdy. I can't just start it now with hi. How do, howdy. It's been a minute. It's been a long minute. I think it's been like 4 weeks since I've uploaded anything. But I hope y'all's Christmases were good. I hope your New Year's was well. This is so after the fact. We can get into that in a bit. I'm here to show you all that I'm still here. I'm still alive, still making things. Got a lot of planning that's being done. I've got a river that's actually been made, which we're gonna get into now, and then we'll come back and talk about all of this. I was gonna tackle storage this episode. I did also say we're working on my time and my attention span and whatever floats my boat and whatever interests me in the moment. That's what we're gonna do. Uh, and I guess for this episode, I decided a river needed to be made. So we'll jump back into my survival world, and then we'll come back here, and then back into my survival world. Timeline is all wacky. And now back in survival. Yeah, so there was some small hills here that I just decided had to go, and I can thank any Austin's videos on the rivers in Skyrim and the rivers in Red Dead Redemption 2 and whether they go anywhere, and getting a quick a quick education on how rivers work. And then the more and more that I was looking at the mountain from the opposite hill right there, I just realized, wow, this is a very sad river. And a river that doesn't make any sense because it didn't make any sense. It was bifurcating in weird ways, and I just damn that Any Austin video, because I just kept thinking this wouldn't work in real life. I must change it. I must put a lake and extend the river, widen the river. So I did just that. Yeah, another reason this episode has taken so long to get out. A lot of this footage you're watching now of the river being created and me finding my sea pig pet is from before Christmas, actually. I think close to a week before Christmas. Which, had my brother come down from Pennsylvania, and he spent a couple weeks with us, stayed with me for about 2 weeks, and I kid you not, I think we were playing this game in our co-op survival world from years ago, just about every single day for anywhere from 10 hours to like 14 hours a time for almost 2 weeks straight. I enjoyed every second of it, don't get me wrong, but that's why this episode has taken so long to get out, is because by the time New Year's hit, oh boy, I was kind of burnt out on the game. And just needed some time to, I guess, remember why I started this whole thing in the first place. And also I needed to add a little bit more balance into my life and, re-tip the scales back into, okay, don't touch the game for a little while. Your creativity and your drive will come back, which it has. Happy to say I'm back on the grind and enjoying it. I'm just doing it at a not necessarily a slower pace, but at a much more measured pace. Trying to work in smaller chunks of time, and it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. And like, yeah, I mean, the only person holding me back is myself. So I decided to take a little break, just spend some time with myself, which uh, I don't even know what I was going to say there. I don't even really have much else to add. It's just, it's not it's not the most engaging footage. I get that, but like at the same time, this is what I've got. I figure I'll let you see everything that I did, because yeah, I do like to occasionally duplicate my world, which you saw in the beginning, and you'll see a little bit more in a sec. Duplicate the world, and then do some planning and creative, and then delete that and go back into survival and, build it out from there. But yeah, I knew I wanted to get myself a sea piggy, and finally did. And I started building out all of this before I even got him, simply because I realized, oh, I need a home for him. And I don't want to just leave him out in the ocean on the opposite end. I mean, I guess I could have, but I think I was always going to be widening out this river. Here's here's footage of my chest monster. I promise. I promise storage is tackled next episode. This is my solemn swear to you. It shall be done, because it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand so quickly. Here's more. What do you think he's got in there? Stone, 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 and more stone, and more stone, and more. Man. Anyways, hope you all are doing well. I know it's cold and flu season, good old winter time. If you happen to find yourself with some sinus junk going on, eat some raw garlic. It's going to be unpleasant. I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's what your ancestors used to do. And it works. Chew up some garlic, do a little half swallow, hold it in the back of your throat. You'll be feeling right as rain within at least like a day, 2 days back, max. Okay. Back to the creative copy. Talk about the planning a little bit. As you can see, I've got a whole bunch of orange sticks coming out of the ground. These are just placeholders for, as you could probably guess, where I think I would like trees to be. This sort of planning is new to me. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'll even let y'all in on a little secret. Aside from this church in the background, I'm not entirely sure what these buildings are going to look like. I have a decent idea of what each of these buildings will be. This is going to be the masonry, the stone shop. What are them buildings called? I don't know. We're going to go with masonry. This is going to be the stone cutter's home, where at least one resident mason will live. There might be one Freemason and a couple. I don't know. I haven't fully decided the villager situation. There's obviously going to be some freemen that roam around, because I would like this place to have a little bit more of a lived-in vibe. So having villagers walking around, that feels like it should be the go-to move. build this building out, but I think we're gonna have perhaps like an inn here, and then some residential homes. I haven't decided if this is just going to be, what's the technical term? Husbandry, you know, some sheeps and cows, some pigs. It's not a lot of space to work with. Or it could just be a horse stable. I might just end up doing that. Since before this mountain had ever been risen up, I always had in my head that in this corner was going to be a church. And, you know, I wish I captured some of the footage of me actually making this so I could walk you through it. The reality is, it's not even my building process for how I came up with this. What do you know? He can thank B-dubs for that. Because at first, it just started out with a big old box, trying to decide, okay, how big is this box going to be? Okay, that's how big the box is going to be. What's the roof look like? And then intersecting some other shapes to it. I think I'm not set on the domed top for this bit. I might actually make it like a clock tower. So I think a clock tower might actually be nicer. But we can take a little peeksy into the space. Shh, quiet. You'll be revealed soon enough. Shut up. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I've got plans underneath, too. Yeah, this is the general vibe. The vibe being shape. Obviously, this is all made with wool and glowstone. You know, this is not what the church is going to actually look like. But if we go up this spiral staircase, I've worked out a little space where our resident cleric will live. And if we take a peek-see below, this is going to be the future home of my storage. And the general vibes I'm going with. And all of our lovely men. I said they were going to be free, I know. But, well, I still have some other plans for it, but yeah, this is the general vibe we're going to be going for and working towards. And I think I had mentioned in a previous episode that I had found a skeleton spawner below, and I've already worked out roughly what this space is going to be. And spoiler alert, we're actually going to take a look at the finished product in just a moment, but I just wanted to get general vibes of everything. But yeah, I figured, you know, it's down here. I might as well connect it to my actual space. So, is there anything else I need to go over? I don't think there's anything else I need to go over. Obviously, you know, this is all just... This is the skeleton. These are the bones. The bones of what's to come. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so now in my survival world, I've already started, you know, getting some structure into where everything's going to be. And then with my skeleton spawner, I still think I need to texturize. I don't think I want all of this to be built out of tuff, but tuff is the vibe we're going for. So I just built it all out of tuff currently. And slowly, this stuff is starting to, what's the word? Patina? Is that the technical term, patina? It's all starting to oxidize. I don't think that's the technical term, but it might be. But yeah, this is what we got so far. Already moved all of my bones to these chests down here. And all of their drops filter down into these chests. I've got myself some tunes whenever I'm AFKing down here because, you know, why not? But yeah. Progress has started. And honestly, you know, I think this is the end of the episode. Oh, good lord, that's so loud. Oh my god, I thought this was directional or proximity based. Why are you so loud? Oh, okay, there we go. Whew. Oh, still. You gotta find the sweet spot. Why is it so much louder? Minecraft, you be weird. Anyways, yeah, that's what I got for this episode. Next episode, I promise. I can't promise that the church will be built, but I think storage will certainly be tackled next episode. Actually, you know what? What am I saying? The church is probably going to be built. Don't you dare expect much more other than the church. That's already a big build enough. And yes, I still have to finish this mountain. Tango is putting me to shame. I need to fix that. Anyways, goodbye. I'll see you. I'll see you next time. Adios. Sayonara. Au revoir. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Get out of here.